Psycho-Cybernetics combines principles from psychology and cybernetics, the science of communication and control systems, to offer a comprehensive approach to self-improvement. Maxwell Maltz, originally a renowned plastic surgeon, observed that while some patients experienced dramatic positive changes after surgery, others remained dissatisfied despite significant physical improvements. This led him to realize that true transformation comes from altering one's internal self-image rather than just external appearances. He developed Psycho-Cybernetics as a system to help individuals reprogram their subconscious minds to achieve success, happiness, and fulfillment. Maltz posits that self-image is the cornerstone of all behavior and experience. It's a mental blueprint formed by past experiences, beliefs, and perceptions about oneself. If you see yourself as a failure, your actions will unconsciously align with that belief, sabotaging your efforts even when you are capable of success. To change behavior and outcomes, one must first modify this internal image. Maltz introduces several methods and therapeutic techniques to facilitate this transformation. One of the primary techniques Maltz advocates is creative visualization through what he calls the theater of the mind. This method involves vividly imagining desired outcomes and successful performances to program the subconscious mind for achievement. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding, your mind begins to accept these images as reality, which in turn influences your actions and increases your likelihood of success. Maltz emphasizes that the brain cannot distinguish between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. Thus, by practicing positive visualization, you can reprogram your self-image and align your actions with the person you want to become. Consider the case of Jim, a professional golfer struggling with performance anxiety. Despite his technical skills, Jim would often choke during important tournaments due to self-doubt and negative self-talk. Maltz guided Jim to practice daily visualization sessions. In a quiet and relaxed setting, Jim would close his eyes and imagine himself playing a perfect game, feeling the grip of the club, hearing the sound of a well-struck ball, and seeing it land exactly where he intended. He immersed himself in the emotions of confidence and satisfaction associated with this success. Over time, these mental rehearsals rewired Jim's self-image from that of an anxious underperformer to a confident and capable athlete. When he returned to actual play, his performance improved markedly as his mind and body executed the familiar scenarios he had repeatedly visualized. Maltz introduces the concept of the automatic success mechanism, an innate goal-oriented system within the subconscious mind that operates much like a guided missile. When you set a goal, your mind automatically adjusts your behavior to achieve it, but only if your self-image is aligned with that goal. If you adjust your self-image to align with higher goals, your automatic success mechanism will guide you towards achieving them. Once a clear and specific goal is set, and the self-image aligns with this goal, the subconscious mind works tirelessly to navigate towards success, adjusting course as needed. Consider the case of Linda, an aspiring writer, struggling with persistent writer's block and self-doubt. She believed she wasn't talented enough to write a compelling novel. Maltz worked with Linda to clearly define her goal, completing a manuscript within a year. He taught her to trust her success mechanism by setting this target and allowing her subconscious mind to guide her. Through daily affirmations and visualization of herself successfully writing and completing her book, Linda began to notice spontaneous ideas and inspiration flowing more freely. She also developed a habit of writing consistently without overanalyzing each sentence, trusting that her internal guidance system would steer her towards her goal. Within the set time frame, Linda completed her manuscript, attributing her success to activating and trusting her subconscious success mechanism. Maltz also emphasizes the importance of disinhibition, which involves releasing oneself from unnecessary fears and anxieties that inhibit performance and happiness. He proposes techniques to confront and dissolve these mental barriers. Mark, a talented public speaker, developed an intense fear of public speaking after a humiliating experience early in his career. This fear inhibited his professional growth. Maltz guided Mark through a process of gradual exposure and cognitive reframing. Mark began by visualizing himself speaking confidently to small, friendly audiences in his theater of the mind. He recalled past successful speaking experiences to reinforce positive associations. Maltz also taught Mark relaxation techniques, such as deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation, to manage physical symptoms of anxiety. As Mark's confidence grew through mental rehearsal, he started accepting small speaking engagements, each time debriefing with Maltz to reinforce successes and learn from any challenges. Over time, Mark overcame his fear, returning to his career with renewed confidence and enthusiasm. Maltz underscores the power of rational thinking and positive self-talk in reshaping the self-image. He encourages individuals to become aware of negative, irrational beliefs and replace them with constructive, realistic affirmations. In the case of Sarah, a college student, constantly told herself she was not smart enough, leading to poor academic performance despite her capabilities. Maltz introduced Sarah to the practice of monitoring her internal dialogue. Whenever she caught herself thinking negatively, she would challenge the thought by asking for evidence and considering alternative, more rational perspectives. Sarah began using affirmations such as, "I am capable and prepared," and "I can learn and understand complex subjects." She also kept a success journal, recording her achievements and positive feedback from professors. This consistent practice shifted her internal dialogue, boosting her confidence and resulting in significantly improved grades and academic engagement. Another foundational technique in psycho-cybernetics is deep relaxation, as it allows access to the subconscious mind where the self-image resides. Maltz teaches methods to achieve a state of mental and physical calmness, making the mind more receptive to positive suggestions and visualizations. David, a high-stress executive, suffered from chronic tension and decision fatigue, impacting his leadership effectiveness. Maltz introduced David to daily relaxation exercises. Each morning and evening, David would find a quiet space, close his eyes, and practice deep breathing, progressively relaxing each muscle group. In this relaxed state, David would visualize himself handling work situations with calmness and clarity, making decisive and confident choices. This practice not only reduced his stress levels but also improved his decision-making and interpersonal relations at work, as he carried the sense of calm and control from his relaxation sessions into his daily activities. Maltz advocates for structured goal setting, breaking down large, intimidating objectives into smaller, manageable tasks. Coupled with systematic desensitization, this approach gradually reduces fear and builds competence through progressive exposure. Emily, an entrepreneur, aspired to launch her own business but felt overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. Maltz helped Emily define clear, specific goals and break them down into actionable steps. The first step was conducting market research, followed by developing a business plan, securing funding, and gradually building her product. At each stage, Emily used visualization and positive affirmations to reinforce her capability and preparedness. She also confronted specific fears, such as pitching to investors, by practicing in low-stress environments and progressively increasing the challenge. This systematic approach enabled Emily to build confidence and competence incrementally, ultimately leading to the successful launch of her business. Another important aspect Maltz discusses is the concept of forgiveness. Forgiveness, both towards oneself and others, is crucial in Maltz's framework to release negative emotions that hinder self-image improvement. Holding on to grudges or guilt can perpetuate a negative self-perception, so actively practicing forgiveness is essential for healing and growth. Let's look at the case of Robert. Robert carried deep resentment towards a former business partner who had betrayed him, leading to financial loss and personal distrust. This bitterness affected his ability to form new partnerships and move forward professionally. Maltz guided Robert through forgiveness therapy, which involved acknowledging his hurt, understanding the human imperfections that lead to mistakes, and consciously choosing to let go of anger for his own peace of mind. Robert wrote letters expressing his feelings, not to send, but to process and release his emotions. He also practiced empathy by considering the circumstances that might have led to his partner's actions. Over time, this process alleviated Robert's resentment, freeing him to rebuild his professional life with renewed trust and openness. Maltz introduces the 7-day mental diet, an intensive exercise where individuals commit to eliminating all negative thoughts and replacing them with positive ones for a week. This concentrated effort helps reset habitual thinking patterns and reinforces a positive self-image. Laura, who struggled with persistent pessimism and low self-esteem, undertook the 7-day mental diet. She maintained constant awareness of her thoughts, immediately countering any negative or self-deprecating thoughts with positive affirmations and constructive perspectives. She also consumed uplifting content, such as inspirational books and speeches, to reinforce positive thinking. The initial days were challenging, but as the week progressed, Laura noticed a significant shift in her mood and outlook. She felt more energetic, optimistic, and confident. This intensive practice kick-started a lasting change in her habitual thought patterns, leading to improved relationships and opportunities in her personal and professional life. Maltz also emphasizes the importance of developing a sense of humor as a therapeutic tool. Laughing at oneself and situations can reduce stress, diffuse negative emotions, and prevent taking oneself too seriously, all contributing to a healthier self-image. Tom, known for being overly critical of himself, often spiraled into negative thinking when things didn't go perfectly. Maltz encouraged Tom to find humor in his mistakes and imperfections. Tom started intentionally looking for the lighter side of situations, sharing his mishaps with friends in a humorous way, and consuming comedic content regularly. This shift allowed Tom to adopt a more relaxed and forgiving attitude towards himself. He became more resilient in the face of setbacks and more approachable to others, enhancing both his self-esteem and social interactions. Finally, Maltz underscores that consistent repetition and practice are essential for embedding new behaviors and thought patterns into the self-image. He suggests a minimum of 21 days to establish new habits, based on his observations and experiences. Jessica wanted to become more organized and productive but struggled with procrastination and clutter. Maltz helped her design a structured routine that included specific times for planning, organizing, and working on tasks. Jessica committed to following this routine diligently for 21 days, using reminders and tracking her progress. Throughout this period, she visualized herself as an efficient and organized person, reinforcing this image with each completed task. After 3 weeks, these behaviors became more automatic, and Jessica noticed a significant improvement in her productivity and sense of control, solidifying her new self-image as a competent and organized individual. In summary, Psycho-Cybernetics provides a comprehensive toolkit for transforming one's self-image and, consequently, one's life outcomes. By integrating techniques such as creative visualization, relaxation practices, positive self-talk, structured goal setting, and consistent habit formation, individuals can effectively reprogram their subconscious minds. This transformation enables them to tap into their inherent success mechanism, overcome fears and limitations, and achieve personal and professional goals with greater ease and fulfillment. Maltz methods emphasize that change is an internal process and that by taking control of our mental imagery and thought patterns, we can alter our external realities. The principles of Psycho-Cybernetics continue to influence modern self-help and personal development fields, testifying to their enduring effectiveness and relevance. Embracing these practices can lead to profound and lasting improvements in confidence, resilience, and overall quality of life. If you enjoyed this audiobook, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more engaging book summaries and insightful content. We'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below to let us know which book you'd like us to explore next, and we'll consider it for our upcoming episodes. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to bringing you more valuable content right here on Page by Page.